We are working on a telematics managed charging program with Bidgely right now. Basically, we wanted to target who our biggest, I guess, energy abusers, you could say, are during peak hours. We were able to identify around 33,000 people within our service territory. Narrowed it down, kept narrowing it down to see where the biggest load was coming from. We were able to get down to about 1,000 people that were going to be our main targets. And then found out that 1,000 people is about 13% of our EV load. That's a pretty heavy load, right? So then we recruited those. Then we found out that between last July and this August had about 95 gigawatt hours worth of load come onto our grid just through EVs. And through AWB and with Bidgely, we were able to project that over the course of the next year to next August, we expect about 45 gigawatts to come on to our grid, right? That's almost a 50% growth right there. And that's something we have to work with our resource optimization, our distribution teams to understand how do we allocate that load, how do we keep up with it? Because an EV, one extra EV charger can bring a load on and push that capacity over. And AWB's been a big factor in that. From there, we were able to understand behaviors as well, understand who's charging most, what zip codes, where the load's coming from the most. Our biggest zip code in our service territory had almost an 80% growth over the last year. That's very big within one zip code, right? That's not a massive area to be growing 80%, but once we saw that about quarter of our main usage of EV load comes from these top 10 zip codes. So now we're getting into these hot spots. So we're able to target these people not only for our telematics, but we're also working on a TOU treatment with Bidgely as well to help these customers efficiently use our TOU plans that exist. And if they're already on it, how do they do it better? How do they use it efficiently? How do they optimize their TOU, not only for their household, but for the grid as well, right? The whole point of this is a partnership. It's about grid resiliency, right? The resiliency of the grid is what we are focused on, what our goal is. And I think that partnership with the customer is very important in order to make it happen, because without the customer's participation, none of this can happen. If we can't get you on board, what resiliency can there be?